Coming up on Fulton Today, they're putting their misdemeanor arrests from their past behind. We'll take you to the Solicitor's Expungement Bowl.
I'm Brian Robinson, and coming up, I'll explain how Super Bowl 53 presented the perfect opportunity for the county to test its backup 911 center.
Family and friends celebrate the life of longtime community activist and senior advocate. That and much more starts right now on Fulton Today. Welcome to Fulton Today, everybody. I'm Shania Chavis-Rucker. As the millions of NFL fans who descended on our city continue to head home after an incredible Super Bowl experience, Fulton County officials are taking a look at all of the lessons learned before, during, and after the big game. FGTV's Brian Robinson joins us with more on the story. Brian?
Shani, there were a number of opportunities for county officials to test a myriad of its system and practices, and one of the major systems was its 911 call center and its backup center put in place just in time before the big game.
I heard the number over 20.
In a deliberately undisclosed location, Fulton's Emergency Services Director revealed to the county's top executives the backup 911 center. Super Bowl 53 was the perfect 10-day opportunity for the system to not only be tested, but to be in full operation.
With an event like the Super Bowl, there's a heightened awareness of security and safety already. Any major event like that in a metropolitan area already heightens the level of security and the readiness of any public safety agency. So for our folks to be able to get out at a moment's notice, should they be, whether it's a pre-planned event or an event that comes up with a loss of power or loss of capability at that facility, or whether it's a threat level that requires us to leave, the Super Bowl is just an event that we've decided to take as the exercise to move us to that direction and allow us to move and exercise the plan that we have in place.
The Emergency Services E911 Center is the centralized public safety answering point for all 911 calls within unincorporated Fulton County. The main center is located in downtown Atlanta inside the Fulton County Government Center complex. In anticipation of the big game and to be prepared in case of anything, the mobile center was created.
All the equipment in this room was portable, and it was all brought out here and built from the ground up. The equipment is designed to be portable, so we can basically take the equipment that we ordered and go anywhere there's a county facility that touches the county network and be up and running.
In terms of resources, you have pretty much exactly what you have available except for the bathroom at 141. Yeah. So there's not going to be a reduction in capability to answer calls or anything, or dispatch calls or anything like that.
Fulton's Chief Operating Officer and the Deputy Chief Operating Officer got a first-hand look at the system and were assured that 911 operators were prepared to handle a mobile unit.
The equipment has all the capabilities that we have downtown. It almost mirrors what we have downtown, so it allows us to take the same skill set of the employee that we are currently have working and put them in an environment that they're familiar with.
So with the Super Bowl gone and the system fully tested, management says Fulton County's 911 systems passed the test and are ready for the next big event.
Now, officials agree that a system like this was needed even without a Super Bowl. And with Atlanta and Fulton County playing host to a number of major events, the plan is to continue rolling it out as needed. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Brian Robinson.
The efforts to end homelessness in North and South Fulton continues in 2019. Every year, the Fulton County point-in-time homeless count is conducted to understand the level and types of homelessness in the county.
A cold winter's night was not going to stop this group of volunteers from finding out just how many people experience these conditions on a nightly basis. Every year, Fulton's Department of Community Development, along with dedicated members of the community, hit the streets in North and South Fulton to participate in the point-in-time homeless count, or PIT, to understand the level and types of homelessness many are experiencing.
We want to thank those of our volunteers that actually came out this evening. We had a plethora of people, I mean, it's over 40 volunteers here within our community who are excited to go out and help us identify individuals where we can provide service, give them information on services and services that we provide in Fulton County.
According to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, in 2017, there was an estimated 3,865 homeless individuals in Fulton County. The point-in-time homeless count is one of the most important tools to understand the nature and condition of those who are chronically homeless and most vulnerable in our community.
For me, it's important to identify those people and basically to reach out to the homeless to let them know that there's somebody who cares.
The final results of the pit count will be used to determine the amount of federal funding to support the development of programs. These services provide aid to those homeless and those at risk of becoming homeless throughout Fulton County. Reporting for FGTV, I'm Greg Thomas.
Thank you very much. Fulton's Chief Magistrate Judge joins people of all ages who meet to discuss issues impacting the county and the state. The Let's Talk Sex Trafficking, HIV, and Healthcare in Georgia symposium provided an opportunity for people across the state to address their concerns about sex trafficking, the HIV epidemic, and healthcare. Held at the Loudermilk Center in downtown Atlanta, the event featured state senators and representatives as well as concerned citizens. Chief Magistrate Judge Cassandra Kirk weighed in on the topics.
And my message today was simply to be able to pay attention to the children, that Atlanta is growing and that the biggest concern for Atlanta is the number of children being trafficked, and Atlanta being number one in that. And so my message today was that people just need to take the time, slow down, get trained, and to be able to evaluate how kids are doing.
Just like it takes a village to raise a child, it's going to take a village of people to impact the state of Georgia specifically, because that's where we are right now in Fulton County. And Fulton County and Georgia needs all of our partners' help to impact our youth, as we just heard Chief Magistrate Judge Cassandra Kirk talk about, and dealing with the sex trafficking, HIV, and healthcare.
Fulton County has the dubious distinction of having one of the highest numbers of human trafficking cases in the nation. The county also has a high number of HIV and AIDS cases. Now, those who attended the Let's Talk Sex Trafficking, HIV, and Healthcare in Georgia symposium had access to free HIV testing and resources, health care resources, and sex trafficking resources. Well, a group of Fulton County citizens now have a new outlook on life. Fulton's Solicitor General Keith Gamage, along with the Georgia Justice Project and Atlanta City Councilwoman Andrea Boone, hosted the M.L. King Jr. Holiday Legacy Expungement Bowl.
And we've all come together with this vision that we can better serve the community by providing these second chance opportunities. And all the stats tell us that it reduces recidivism when a person has A, hope, B, an opportunity at success, and then C, a real job, a decent, good American job.
Held at the C.T. Martin Recreation Center, the MLK Jr. Holiday Legacy Expungement Bowl provided the opportunity for those who had a misdemeanor arrest to clear their record.
Citizens of all ages have issues, and we are here to just simply help them today. Senior citizens are here that have had things on their records for over 20 years. They can't get registered into high rises. They can't get jobs. They're turned down. So we are here to help the youth and the seniors today.
So what happens on a day like today is what usually would take months and cost money just for filing fees to get something off somebody's record. What will take months usually happens in one day, happens in hours, and happens for free. And so hundreds of people can get their records cleaned up because of events like this today.
The Expungement Bowl also featured a job fair to help the citizens receive a second chance at obtaining employment. Well, MARTA gives its riders an opportunity to express themselves about some of the proposed bus service modifications.
I am here in support of changes to Route 853.
During a series of public hearings, MARTA officials wanted to get feedback about the proposed modifications for Bus Route 49 servicing McDonough Boulevard, Route 50 servicing Donald Lee Hollowell Parkway, Route 850 servicing Carroll Heights and Fairburn Heights, and Route 853 servicing Collier Heights. Those who attended were encouraged to review maps of the proposed bus route changes and ask questions. Now, MARTA officials say the proposed changes, which are the result of a bus operator shortage, will ensure current service demands are met.
We want to make sure that everyone's voice is heard in our processes at MARTA. This is a very exciting time for Atlanta and transportation, and we want to make sure that everyone is involved.
The proposed bus service modifications would become effective on April 13th of this year. And coming up next on Fulton Today, Fulton's vice chairman explains his plans for making sure commissioners and justice partners are working towards the same goal. That and more in our district by district coverage next. One commissioner takes steps to improve the communication with the county's justice partners, and another reminds young people about an important and lucrative film competition. Here's this week's district by district coverage. Vice Chairman Lee Morris is working towards better relations between the Board of Commissioners and the county's justice partners. The District 3 Commissioner says ultimately all of the elected and appointed officials are working towards the goal of reducing the jail population and getting those arrested the mental health services some may need.
We're looking at trying to get the folks who are arrested evaluated for behavioral health, mental health issues, so that the county can do the other thing it does, which is provide that all people are healthy, to try to get them the help that they need, as opposed to sending them through the criminal justice system.
Vice Chairman Morris is the executive sponsor of the county's strategic priority area of All People Are Safe. He's also the co-chair of the Justice Reinvestment Initiative. And here's a reminder for Atlanta and Fulton County students about the Black History Film Festival Student Competition. Time is running out to enter the submissions for this year's contest. District 5 Commissioner Marvin Arrington Jr. hosts the competition each year as a part of his annual film festival.
We're excited about our annual Black History Film Festival. We do an Unsung Heroes contest for high school students, essay and film competition. And so it's an opportunity for our students, one, to learn about Black history, but also an opportunity for them to practice their writing skills through the essay contest.
Now remember, entries must be submitted by February 15th to marvin.arrington@fultoncountyga.gov. Winners will be announced during the opening reception of the festival on February 23rd. And still to come on Fulton Today, celebrating the life and legacy of activist and senior advocate Dorothy C Benson. Stay with us, everybody. The Fulton County manager announces new leadership for his dream team. Joseph Davis is now the Director of Real Estate and Asset Management, also known as DREAM. Joe has served in multiple facilities management capacities with Fulton County since 2000.
We're going to continue to search for ways to be more effective and efficient, streamlining our operations, looking for opportunities to save cost. We're actually going to embark upon a new initiative here in the next 30 days or so with regards to our maintenance management platform, going to a mobile setup so that we can eliminate the use of paper.
Now, Joe's Department of Real Estate and Asset Management oversees construction, maintenance, buildings, landscaping, grounds, and solid waste, just to name a few. Well, seniors get free help filing their taxes. The AARP Foundation Tax Aid Program is being offered at a number of county facilities. The sessions began this week at different times, so call 888-227-2669 or visit the AARP Foundation website for details, including what you need to bring with you.
Seniors need to make sure that they have their previous year's tax return, their Social Security card, a government-issued ID, and checking or savings account information for deposit purposes. It's very important that they have a copy of their W-2s or any type of income reporting information.
Now, seniors do not have to have an AARP card or be a member to participate. The volunteers are trained and IRS certified. Well, just before the year ended, a local icon who fought for senior services passed away. She was so passionate about advocating for senior services in the county that one of the senior multi-purpose facilities bears her name. We're, of course, talking about Dorothy C Benson.
The community loved her. She was always fighting for great causes, for the seniors, their well-being, their mental health, their recreational. There's a good reason her name is on this facility, well-deserved. She was a fighter. She lived at 97 years old, highly active activist, and she welcomed me with open arms, said, "Doc, I'm counting on you to make sure that you carry on this great thing for the seniors." I knew it then that she is a very active person who ran over to Capitol building, showed up in every meetings, whether it was ARC meetings, county meetings, city council meetings. She showed up for the right causes to fight for the right things. She wanted affordable housing. She wanted seniors to be happy. She wanted a place where seniors can gather, recreate, be friends, enjoy, eat together, bond, all of these great things that she did. And we're going to miss her. So I can't say enough what Dorothy Benson has achieved here. And this would be a great event today. We're celebrating her life, her achievements, and her legacy.
There's one thing about Dorothy Dot, aka Grandma, that I'll always remember, and she said, "Why not?" Anytime I said I can't, she said, "Why not?" And I think that's something we should all take home with us tonight. When you think you can't do something, ask yourself, why not? And remove the obstacles that are keeping you from getting to what your goal is. That's what she did.
I came from the Jefferson Place Transitional House. And I came here, and when I met Miss Benson accepted me just like that. And I'm glad that I was able to do for her. She enjoyed everything. Every other Friday, she enjoyed the fried catfish that we used to have. I've done 14 anniversaries for this center. And so I retired, and I'm here to pay homage to Miss Benson.
If you never got to meet her, she was a fabulous person. She was our mentor. She never, ever stopped. Never stopped. And like Russell said, you just had to go along with her because she was always right. And even when she wasn't sure, she was still right. So this is kind of home ground for us, and we really, really thank you for coming out to the party tonight. It meant a lot to us.
Library patrons continue to share their ideas on how to improve their local branch. Library officials and the design and build team met with library users of the Cleveland Library so that they could ask questions about the renovation process, share comments, and learn about expected closing dates. Now, this week marks the start of the second round of the public meetings for library renovation projects. This time, patrons of the Mechanicsville, Buckhead, Northside, Northeast, Spruill Oaks, and OC libraries will have the opportunity to make their voices heard.
It is so important. We like to get input from the community that uses the library so that this library will really fit them like a glove, so that when they walk in they can see, oh, that was my idea, or my community will really love this space to do computers, or to meet with a group, or to read with our children. So we really want to listen to exactly what the culture of the community is like, so the library reflects that.
I think it is great for keeping
keeping libraries super relevant and in the forefront of people's minds in 2019. A lot of people have no idea about all the awesome stuff libraries have to offer, and I think the renovations will draw people in an awesome way and get them to be more of a part of the community and have a more enriched life.
The next round of meetings will continue through the month of February. Each one starts at 6:30 in the evening. For more information, you can log on to afpls.org. And finally, some good news to share. Fulton County receives more kudos for the love shown to the environment. During its monthly board meeting, the Atlanta Regional Commission presented a green community plat to a county employee from the Department of Real Estate and Asset Management.
This is a really exciting time for Fulton County to receive this award because it showcases our efforts that what we have done for the environment.
In receiving this award, it signifies our continued commitment at Fulton County from a sustainability and resilience perspective.
The Atlanta Regional Commission's Green Communities Program is a voluntary certification program that helps local governments reduce their environmental impact.
Receiving these awards shows Fulton County's sustained effort and dedication to our environment.
This is very important for Fulton County. It shows that we're making steps forward in dealing with the environment and sustainability. It also helps to show our citizens that we're actually supporting them and what their needs are to make sure that in the future our environment is good for all of us.
Now, this is not the first time Fulton County has been recognized for its environmental efforts. Last year, 5 county facilities were recognized by the Atlanta Better Building Challenge as being top performers for producing the highest levels of energy and water savings. Way to go, Green. Well, before we go, our reminder that FGTV wants to connect with you online. Be sure to follow FGTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for up-to-date Fulton County news. And you can watch a replay of this show or any other FGTV program anytime on our YouTube channel. So please remember to subscribe. Well, that does it for this edition of Fulton Today. I'm Shania Chavis-Rucker. Thank you so much for watching. Join us each week for news around and about Fulton County.